I am going to lock myself in my room until I finish 5,000 words. Usually it takes somebody about a day or so to do this, but I'm going to sleep in here. I'm going to eat in here. I'm going to do whatever I can until I get these 5,000 words so I can finish my screenplay and move on to my next project. And y'all are coming with me. Let's go. So the first thing I do, I don't care where or what I got planned. I always meditate. And I use this app called Balance app. There was this young lady who recommended this app to me when I used to have my show on Clubhouse in the mornings, and I live by this thing. So you actually go into it, you can have different plans. So I alternate between that and just chanting in the morning, but I make sure I don't go without it. Then, of course, I have to have my supplement. So the first thing I take is either NAC. Today is a NAC day. NAC is it, you have to look it up. I don't want to sell anything. Please see your doctor. But I believe that's one of the reasons why I haven't had COVID ever. But then I put my collagen, my creamers, and my coffee after I take my supplement. And then I want to make sure that I whip my coffee the way I like it. It has to have a certain consistency for me. And the only way I can really get that consistency is if I use a frother. Because I actually just started using this collagen. It doesn't really go into my coffee the way my other ones do. But hey, what can I say? It's always good in the end. After that, then I had to make sure I go into my office and set up my files. I'm working on my screenplay like I told you guys. So everything is focused on that. I'm at 45 words, but I have to make sure that I get to 90 for a first draft. I'm going to probably have to block out this title. I'm not releasing it just yet, but you all will love this. Hey baby, so I'm already procrastinating, but I have to. In case you're wondering, hey, that's an extra fluffy looking wig. I don't wear the hair that I go outside with in my office because of COVID. As a matter of fact, I always let a wig air out before I put it on, like 3 or 4 days. But anyway, I need to go get some magnesium, but one of the things I know that I got to deal with when I get into this house for the screenplay, I got 45 pages to do, which will be about 5,000 words. And the issue that I'm having is that it's a one location movie. I love one location movies. Didn't even realize I loved them. I loved them prior to even filming. But with one location movies, you have to make sure that tension is continuously going up. You have to make sure that people feel the excitement. And I'm in the part where there's no turning back right now. So with that, I gotta constantly make sure I understand what happens next, because I don't want the viewers to get bored. And I want the actors and actresses to get excited about it too. So I'm having to deal with that. I'm excited about finishing it, but knowing that it's going to get harder before it gets worse. I can't tell you guys the name of the movie right now because it's a really unique idea, and I want to make sure that I keep it under wraps until we start filming. But you will see what I deal with. I'm going to eat in that room in my office. I'm going to, if I got to sleep in that office, I'm going to sleep in that office. I am not going to come out of that room until I finish. So let me go get this magnesium real quick. So I take magnesium every day, and if I don't have it, I always feel off. It's really good for anxiety. It's good for heart palpitations, and also good if you have any issues with being able to go to the bathroom. Again, see your doctor, but this is something that I take every day. So I have to run and get this. This big bottle lasts me probably about a month. After that, then I have to go and get me some turmeric. I love turmeric. It settles my stomach. I don't have to take this every day, but I have to take it enough. I decided to get the bigger bottle. Normally I just get the $31.98, but for less than double, then I can get more pills and it'll last me longer. So, yep. So let me go back and get to work. Okay. So I wanted to show y'all where I'm at. I got 45 pages. Okay, 45 pages of my screenplay. And the goal is to have 90 pages. just so you guys know, 45 to 90. So that's where we're starting. So what you're seeing now is me trying to get in my very first place of getting comfortable in this office. This futon was actually used for my sister-in-law when she used to come over, but it was firm, so we felt like it was good for her back. Since, I don't know if you know, but she had aneurysm and stroke. We ended up, instead of throwing it out, putting it in my office, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I want something nicer, because I'm not even able to sit on it for too long. Decided to move back to my seat, but because I'm going to be in here so long, I'm going to be all over the place. I'm trying to get into my flow. I'm trying not to go downstairs and get a glass of wine. I'm trying to make sure that I get it done. It's Monday, and generally when it's Monday, I really can't stand writing. So, but I made this commitment to get at least my very first draft, and I told everybody about it at this point. So now I got to do it, right? So again, I'm moving around, trying to find a good place for me to see where I'm at. And then it's time to eat lunch. Y'all, let me tell you about this. I was going to show you guys what this looked like when it was cooked from the microwave. Honey, I scoffed that thing down. That had to be probably the fattest thing I've done in a long time. But I just love this Marie Callender's beef and broccoli bowl. Okay, you notice I'm supposed to be here, but I'm here, right? Let me tell y'all how procrastination is a real thing, even if you've been doing this a long time. This is the TV that used to work on my wall. I want to say about a month or two ago, it just blew out. And I was like, cool. You know what? I don't need a TV in my office. There's plenty of TVs in this house. Let me just focus on my work. So what did I come up with? This is my iPad. This is my computer. Now I done set this thing up as a computer or as a TV, and all it's doing is causing me distraction. I'm going to get past this part, but I always get this situation where I get stuck in the beginning when I'm trying to write. So I'm making some strides, but to be honest, Monday is already getting to me. I think because I don't feel like writing it today. But again, this happens all the time. I always tell myself when I'm in a situation where I don't feel like writing is the honeymoon period is really over for me. Back in the day, when I first started my career, especially when I knew a big check was going to be waiting for me right when I finished, like when I was working with other publishers, I knew I was going to get that advance. You know, I had something to push for monetarily. Now it's for the love. And I know that when the screenplay is over, that I'm going to finally be able to do my movie. But in the meantime, it's really causing me issues because I don't feel like it. So I'm just going to stay in here because I told myself I would. Y'all already know I wolfed down my broccoli rice thing, which I probably should not have eaten it so quickly. But I wolfed that thing down. And now, since eating is no longer an option for me, I'm going to sit here and I'm really going to finish this book. I'm not playing any games with myself. So, all right, babies. Now it's dinner time. I don't know if you guys know it, but I love rice. I can eat rice all day long. But today, Sharice used my rice cooker and she made, this is chicken thighs with the Wegmans orange spicy sauce, the organic version. This was so delicious. I got my bowl of greens over there. I don't know if you can really see it right now, but when I tell you this was so delicious, that's exactly what I mean. So now that I've had my dinner, it is time for me to get back to writing. I'm almost at my goal. I can feel it. I just want this to be over with. Hey baby, so I'm almost finished, but I wanted to come really quickly and talk about motivation. I talked about it before, but I want to say it a little bit more. Motivation is not something that's always going to be consistent. And I think when a lot of writers realize that, then they'll stop wasting so much time expecting it. In the beginning, you may be motivated by your advance. You may be motivated by a topic or an idea that's based off of something you've seen on TV, something that happened in your life. but it's never substantial. People who do this full-time like myself understand that sometimes you'll be motivated and sometimes you don't. What you will have though, when you are pushing past the need to be motivated, is being in the zone. And being in the zone is so much more better. It's so much better. It actually resembles motivation. Being in the zone is when you are constantly putting in the work and the ideas just flow for you. Being in the zone is when you don't let anything break you up and you stay focused. Having that is so much more better than being in a zone. In the event that doesn't work, remember why you are doing what you're doing. Remember why you decided to write that story. For me, finishing the screenplay is, like I mentioned before, I'll be able to see other actors and actresses get together, read the lines. We create something good together and have a lot of fun. I'll be able to see this on Tubi, on these major streaming platforms, YouTube, or whatever I'm doing. And just co-creating together for this particular project. Y'all know I'm getting into another project pretty soon. Next week, I'll be doing a vlog for my book. But in the beginning, that's it. That's what it's about. So I tell myself, when I'm done, this is the end result. I know why I'm doing this. Figure out why you're doing it and revert back to that when you're trying to stay motivated. Okay? So let me finish these words because I already know I'm gonna have to rewrite this, which rewrites always for all of my projects. But I just wanted to come and say that real quick. All right, y'all, in this movie, Why the Crawdad Sings is so good. I think that's what it's called. Love it. I did it. Although I'm not finished. Apparently, I thought I would be finished and I'm not. So there's that. But the goal has been met. I'm going to come back in here tomorrow and get a more thorough first draft.